your phone, your friend, that is fine. But make sure you are doing the right thing on it. Okay, so your phone is a very good tool that you can leverage to secure international scholarships. You just need to search for opportunities, and when you see a lot of opportunities that you can apply for, then the next thing is to apply. Majority of students or applicants looking for opportunities know that this opportunities is available, but they don't apply. So if you don't apply for an opportunity, you already screen yourself out. You don't stand any chance to win. So once you put in your application, then you now have 50-50 chance of getting it. No application, zero chance. So you have to really put in the application. And when you're applying, you must make sure you set out your best foot. Like you have to make sure that your application is competitive. Okay, so you cannot just apply for the sake of applying. You must make sure that you follow all the guidelines for application. You submit all the requirements you have while doing your search. You need to search for the requirement to apply for that position, to apply for that opportunities, and make sure that you meet up with those requirements. Then put them in. You have a first class in engineering, yeah. Let them know that that is what you have. Submit your transcripts. If you have a copy of your certificate already, you have to submit it too. So that those things make your application to be strong because these opportunities they are there, but the number of people that are applying to them are enormous. You are not the only person applying to those opportunities. Um, People from Asia countries, India, from China, from Europe, all over the world, Kenya, name any country, they want to get this same spot you are applying to. So you have to make sure that your application is competitive. So you have to meet up with all the requirements, put all the certification you have there. Okay. Um, and for the, I don't know if some people are still in school right now. If you are still in school, make sure you uh, face your studies squarely and don't play away your time. So make sure you read every day. Whatever you have been taught in school, read them so that you'll be able to finish strong. So there are a lot of benefits for finishing very strong. You don't have to have a first class if you cannot. But if you have it, it's going to make your application very competitive and it just puts you on top 1% there. Uh, yeah, so make sure you study hard, study smart, um, apply for opportunities. Just apply. Whether you feel like you can go or not, you see an opportunity in Thailand. My master's degree is in Thailand. Some people would see Thailand as, oh, I don't want to go to all those Asian countries. I want to go to UK. I want to go to US. I want to go to Canada, and so on and so forth. Just apply. There is no harm in trying. You put in your application. Let people see the stuff you are made for. So and then if the opportunity comes in, you can now select. Okay, which one will I go for? Like before I got here, I applied to different countries. I got in Canada, got in many schools in the US. So now I have options to choose. Oh, I don't want to go to Canada. I want to go to the US. I don't want to go to Europe. I want to go to. So you have options to choose from. You don't just say, oh, I have applied for this one and then you stick to that. No, apply to as many opportunities as you can apply to. You are going to see a lot of rejection. Yes. So one thing is you don't allow all those rejection email to weigh you down. I'll come. Just give me 10 minutes. So you don't allow those rejection email. You get a lot of them. There are a lot of applicants submitting, and we have limited position. You are open to apply next year. Don't let it weigh you down. Keep trying. Keep updating your CV. Keep just do something that will that will give you a better chance the next time you're applying. So always look for opportunities. What can you apply for? They are there. Those things are there. Just search. You have your smartphone, right? Do some megabytes data. Don't like search for what can benefit you, what can advance your career. Okay, so these are the things you need. Then another thing is you need to attend webinars. Just like this one now, everything we are saying here is something that you can pick one or two from. Okay, so apply for just join webinars. You say that they want to talk about how to write personal statements, then join. You There is a webinar they want to coach on how to write a very good academic CV. You have to apply to attend that webinars. Apply, and then once you have some schools in mind that you want to apply to, whether in the US, Canada, or elsewhere. So they always have like a webinar that's where they interact to people with people that want to put in application. So you have to attend those webinars to familiarize yourself with the application process. And another thing that is very much important on how to secure opportunities online um, is you have to have a good um, relationship with your mentors, with your advisors, with your professors, because these are the people that that you need as a ladder to actually go to that top that you desire, because they need to write you a recommendation letter. So without recommendation letter, no school, no department abroad will offer you any scholarship. So if you don't have a good rapport with your advisor in school or your professor that you can reach out to write you a recommendation letter. So where you're applying to, they will see your application as incomplete. So they will not even review, talk less of saying, oh, you stand any chance. Okay. So recommendation letter, very important, and it's somewhat the most difficult to get right now, because many students don't actually like build that relationship, and once they graduate, they don't get in touch with their professors. They don't know what is going on in their life. They don't know what they have done. They cannot even recommend them. So you have to like position yourself while in school and after school, where your place of work, um, as a good ambassador, as somebody that they can say, oh, we recommend this person for this position. So it is important. Zero recommendation means zero chances. Okay, no matter how many application you do, if nobody that is a mentor to you, superior to you, that has worked closely with you over time cannot give you a recommendation, then there is no chance. Okay. So right from today, if you have not been building that connection with your mentors, please try to establish them. Um, just position yourself very well. Okay. And everything is now very much difficult. Um, Especially because many people are applying right now. So you just have to make sure you get the best of recommendation you can have. So they write the good things about you, what you have done, your research activity while in your undergraduate, So those things make your application very strong. Okay. And once you do that, write your statement of purpose. If you want to be competitive out there, you must build your writing skills. Writing skills is very important. You must be able to write a story about yourself, about your academic journey, about your achievement. Okay, so statement of purpose, personal statement. You must be able to some scholarship application like the Erasmus Mundus. We require you to write essay on a particular concept, and then if you were not able to like express yourself in the best manner you can, then it is a disadvantage for your application. So make sure you build writing skills. Even when you get to grad school, you will still have to write. You have to write your research methods, especially if you are going for PhD. You have to write reports, lab reports, and you have to write research papers too. So those things they require writing skills. So you need to brush up your writing skills. Um, it's very easy right now. You can use a lot of AI tools to fine tune your writing um, skills. Okay, so those are the major aspects that I would be able to touch in this talk. I don't know. I've spent more than 15 minutes already, I believe. So if you have any question for me, whereby I can really pinpoint it down to really solve your immediate need, then I'll be glad to use like 5 to 10 minutes to take questions. And thank you all for having me.
You are welcome. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed Akani, for spending your wonderful time with us and also do justice to the discussion. I believe, okay, we have a lot of people raising up their hands.
Yeah, please
Okay.
ask questions.
Oh yeah, unmute. Let's start from Musa. Unmute yourself. Then after that, Sobur can also unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. So good afternoon, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
So the thing is, pardon, I came a bit late. So based on what you mentioned about recommendation letter. So I want to know that recommendation letter. Can we use one recommendation letter for different application, like for various scholarship application or grants like that?
Okay,
Or
yeah, thank you. Do you have more?
Are you
Okay,
done with
so
your question? Or you have another one, Musa?
I still have not much question. So, and I want to know that recommendation letter, like how many recommendation letter do they normally ask? Is it more than one, or I don't really get you.
yeah, okay. So thank you for your question. To answer the question directly, so you cannot use the same recommendation letter for different applications. So most schools, when they request for letter of recommendation, they want at least 3 professors to recommend you. So most of the time, they will only ask you to provide the email of those professors, and then the professors will get a link directly from that school. So the only thing you have to do is to say to your professor, "Dear sir, I am submitting an application to the University of Kansas, their PhD chemistry program. Please, sir, we need a recommendation letter from you, sir." You already have that rapport, so you cannot just text any professor that they won't even read your email. So once you do that, once you apply, you have to inform them before you submit application. During your application, there will always be a space where you need to put in the email of your recommenders. So that is the only thing you need to do. And then immediately you submit your application, or some schools, even before you submit, once you update that email, because it is the application is in sections, right? Once you click to the next section, probably where you need to upload your files. So once you are done with that section, some schools already sent automatic email, is set up that way, requesting for recommendation letter on your behalf. So that email is sent directly to the professor, and then they can now submit. There will be a section for them to access and then submit for you. So most of the time is in PDF format. They submit PDF file. Some other time, they have to fill up some questionnaire about you. So that is why you cannot submit the same one for different. So if you have a generic one, if you want to use one for different application, and it's written by a professor, um, that means that that application of that scholarship allows you to submit letter of recommendation on the professor's behalf. Erasmus scholarship does that. Yeah, I remember when I was applying, I submitted a couple where I did my service in Port Harcourt. It's at one university there, Ignatius Adjuru University of Education. So I got tons of letter of recommendation from the department chair there. So then I was able to submit on their behalf. And then my level advisor in the university too issued one PDF to me. I was able to apply to submit on their behalf. But most application will not allow you to submit on the professor's behalf. You only need to put in the email, and then they get the automated um, uh, mail to submit for you. Okay, so it's actually going to be different because there is no way they won't ask for one recommendation letter. You have to have from at least 3 different professors doing the recommendation. So the same thing cannot apply throughout. Do I answer your question?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
thank
Thank you so
you.
much, sir. Yes.
Oh yeah, Mr. Soburo Mukule, you have the floor.
All right, good evening, sir.
Yep. Go ahead.
Unmute yourself, unmute yourself.
All right, good evening, sir. It's a great section being with you, sir.
Mm.
So it's a great privilege, sir. So my question goes thus. Like, what are the criteria as a student? Currently, probably, maybe a student like me personally in a fresh graduate from a university. So what are the criteria to meet up the task? In the second questions, like, during the application of a thing, so no one is an encyclopedia. So I might not have the knowledge on how to go ahead with it, like the guideline, who can guide someone about it, and how to guide, because in Nigeria now we have different scams that you would think you are going through the right place and the likes, which you fall into victims. Then to carry out the task, how, like if I'm applying, how can I accomplish the task effectively and efficiently? And in your recommendation of letter of recommendation, which one of our brothers has asked earlier, you are emphasizing on professors. Is it mainly for professors, or just ordinary lecturer can help you in the recommendation letter? Doctors in academic section can also help you in the recommendation letter. Those are my questions, sir.
Okay, yeah. So to answer, I will start with the second one. So pardon me when I say professor, it's because of the environment that I am here. So once you are what I mean by professor here is what is equivalent to lecturer in Nigeria. So anybody teaching in a university is being regarded as professor, whether you have already attained that rank or not. Okay, so I should have said lecturer. So a lecturer, somebody that's the advisor. Your advisor might not even have PhD yet. Can be Mister. They can write you a recommendation letter. Doctors, yes. If it is somebody that has reached that rank of professor, yes. Professor is even much. It carries much more weight, because of the experience. Yeah. So what I mean by professor means your lecturer, your advisor, let them write a letter of recommendation to you. When I was applying, especially for my master's degree, my one of my recommenders was, yeah, she has a doctorate already, but she is very junior, and it doesn't really matter. I got it. So um, your lecturer, well, irrespective of their rank or their level, they are qualified to write a letter of recommendation, and that will just be enough to get you in. Okay, and then the first one you talk about criteria as a recent graduate. Yeah, so you just need to search for it. So, for example, you have a school in mind you want to go to, check under the department you want to go. They have the list of requirements. Some schools we want you to write English test. Why most schools in the US they waive the English test for Nigerians. I myself I didn't write any TOEFL or IELTS. I did not. Okay, so but some schools we ask for it. So you just need to like look for the program you want to apply to and see the requirements for the program. So and another thing that is really important um on guidance aspect is to find someone that's already finished with the course you are doing and is already in the United States or abroad doing the like on scholarship, where they can actually like give you the guidance that you need, like what they have done. They can give you the copy of their statements of purpose to just go over it and see what you need to include in your statement of purpose. Um, what other documents you need to get. For example, if you are not submitting any English test, you need to submit like letter of English proficiency from your university. You have to ask for that from the senate of your school. So all those things they can really like help you uh, get it narrowed down so that you become much more competitive, right? Yeah. And you can join scholarship groups. There are a lot of WhatsApp scholarship groups that you can join. One I can recommend is UISF, which I'm currently a member. So, but I cannot add anybody because I'm not an admin of the group. So, um, just look for groups. There are a lot of groups you can join that are mainly focused on applying to international scholarships. So they will really help you a lot. Yep. So I believe nobody has asked question, right? Abdul Ghani Aladepo,
We still have
you
some
want
people
to
that
ask?
still raising up their hand. Alagbala Suleiman, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My question goes. So,
Yeah.
what is it? First of all, thank you for your time and thank you for your enlightenment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you
Please be
success in
audible enough so that we can hear you loud and clear.
First of all, I say a very big thank you to you, sir. So, thank you for your time and thank you for the enlightenment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala crown your effort and uh, crown everything you do with success. Amen. So, my question goes, what is the age limit It's been 30, it's been above 30, or let me say it's not 30. Is that a barrier um, for application, or does
No,
application
no,
form
your age is not a barrier at
equal?
all for applying to grad school, especially abroad. Maybe in Nigeria it could be an obstacle, but no, no. Just submit a competitive application, you are good.
All right.
Hello,
We see.
good evening.
Are you done with the answering the question, sir?
Yeah, I'm done.
We still have some 2
Hello.
hands, even with 3 hands. We have one in the chat box. But before we call on them, please, for more updates on Microsoft technology programs and many things that can be a benefit to you. So check the chat box to follow our Instagram page, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and more especially our WhatsApp channel. So we have put the link there so that once you join the next month webinar, you will be among the first person to be notified. So thank you as you do that. So let's call on Mr. Levy Nkwachi. Please unmute yourself. You've raised up your hand from the chat box. So you can unmute before we call on the next one, which is Mrs. Miriam Said.
Okay.
Mr. Levy Nwachukwu, please unmute.
Yeah, I'm online. Good evening, sir. Please,
Good
I want
evening.
to ask question, like 3 questions. One is on transcript. It's true that it wasn't mentioned on this webinar, but I want to know if how transcript is being validated so that it will be accepted in international ship application. If you can use one transcript to make several applications. That is for transcript. There are another one on that recommendation letter. I wanted to know if someone, a lecturer or a professor in another institution, based on the relationship that we have with the person, can be able to recommend you for this scholarship now. You remember the school logo won't be in your recommendation letter. So can a lecturer elsewhere, apart from the school that you attended, recommended you? Then another one, this issue of HND and BSc validation in Nigeria, does this still reflect in international communities where they will tell you that if you're studying this course, this school accept HND for you to go for master's and the other school did not accept? Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so if I understand your question, you're asking about transcripts, if you can submit the same across board, right?
Yes, and how it is being validated. The one that can be accepted.
You don't want rice? Do you want me to give you?
No, no, I'll come for it.
We'll come for it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm in another meeting. So transcripts you can submit the same because you will be issued only one, your student copy. So the official transcript is always sent by your university. You cannot see that one. So the one that you have is your student copy, which you will have to put in all your application. Is the same, right? It's the same across board. But the official one, which the university will send, it will be after you get in. After you get into the program, your grad college will request the university. So some people just feel like, oh, my certificate, there's no way they confirm whether it is even authentic or not. There is way. They always reach out to the school and get your academic record. Okay. So for some schools, especially in the United States and Asia, most of them they use the grade scale of 4.0, right? Not 5.0 that we are doing. So which means some of the time you have to do the conversion. So there are tools online whereby you can convert your 5.0 scale CGPA to 4.0 scale. So, like for instance, when I was applying, I used the CGPA converter. It's an online tool whereby I put in all my courses in the transcript, put my grade, and it automatically converted for me to 4.0 scale. Okay. So that one, when you're applying for opportunities, there will always be a section whereby they say you should submit other documents. That section is where you put in as many documents that you feel like is relevant towards your application. So you can then ship in your GPA conversion in that case. And when they are reviewing your application, they can see that, oh, he has done the conversion of his CGPA from 5.0 to 4.0 scale. And they can easily compare how like they can compare with their country scale. Like in the United States now, they use 4.0 scale. So they can easily compare how much you rank on 4.0 scale. So the same transcript across board, but if required, convert your transcript to 4.0 scale. Okay, this also applies to Canada. Canada use 4.0 scale too. Okay, does that answer your question already?
Yes, I'm clarified on that transcript.
All right, let's call on Mrs. or Miss Miriam Said.
You haven't answered this, sir. You haven't answered the second one.
Okay,
I asked about must the
second
recommendation
question.
come from your institution? Must that recommendation come from the institution the person attended?
So for the recommendation letter,
Yes.
it is best if it is coming from your advisor, because they believe that this is the person that mentored you, that you have worked under, that has supervised you. Okay. So, like I've mentioned before, when I was doing my national service, I did it in a university. So I was a grad assistant. So because it's an academic settings, the recommendation letter there is relevant. So I got the recommendation letter from the head of the department then and use it in my application. I did not attend Ignatius Ajuri University of Education. I was just a core member, but I used the recommendation letter from a professor there, which I believe is relevant and it worked. So it can just be a professor in your university that taught you a particular course. For example, you want to go and do masters in organic chemistry, but your program was BSc chemistry. So you can approach the professor that taught you organic chemistry, and you know that you were one of the best students in that course. You go, sir, I am applying to masters in organic chemistry in the United States, and I would like to request for a letter of recommendation from you. That person is not your advisor directly, but he has taught you. He has seen your academic traits, your academic performance in the field of organic chemistry. So it is relevant. They can write for you. Okay. So just make sure it is relevant. It doesn't really matter where it is coming from, just from people that know you over time. And they can comment on your research ability, your academic ability, your academic performance, and so on and so forth. Okay. You
All
got
right,
it?
thank you.
Okay.
Let's move to
Okay.
Mrs.
So
Miriam.
what about the head check?
Come again. Can you say it again?
Yeah, I say, what about the HND and BSc variation in Nigeria? Does it occur there?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Can you write in the
I
chat
think
box?
it's explaining on, is there any controversy in BSc and HND when applying to international scholarship? Is that your question, Mr. Nwachi?
Yes, I think since in Nigeria, they will say someone that did HND cannot
No,
be
no.
able
Hello,
to
Mr.
do.
Nwachi.
Now I get your question.
Okay.
Yeah. So the dichotomy between HND and bachelor's degree is actually existing in Nigeria. So I have seen someone that got into PhD directly, chemistry, with HND certificates. It all goes down to how you position your application. What certification do you have? Like people get in with HND, it's happening. Okay, so the dichotomy exists in Nigeria. Of it's a way of I don't know to just keep people from opportunities in Nigeria, but outside the world, HND is equivalent to bachelor's degree. Depends on how strong your academic performance was. If you have a distinction HND and you write GRE, Graduate Record Examination, or GMAT, you perform very well, you are going to get in. I promise you. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. The question from Mrs. Miriam or Miss Miriam Said. Please unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, or Mrs. Miriam Said or Miss Miriam Said.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So thank you very much. Sorry I came in late, so I could not really pick some point. So my question is, did he have any recommendation, like any recommendation for us to apply for the scholarship? And as a fresh graduate, can any of my lecturer, is it compulsory, is it a must to be a supervisor? Because as a health student, we use dean in our school. We don't use supervisor. We use dean. So can any of the deans recommend, can I collect my recommendation letter from any of the deans? So that is my questions.
Okay, yeah. So on recommendation letter, I have mentioned before, once you work directly with someone, can be a postdoc, and be whatever, somebody that you report to directly, that work closely with you, that can comment, anybody that can comment on your academic performance, on your research capability, is fit to write recommendation letter for you, especially if it is an academic settings. Okay. If I have the opportunity to have the dean of my faculty to write a recommendation letter for me, I would go and say, sir, ma, I am applying to this and this and this in this university, and how. So it's all the requirement is that you have a rapport, a connection with the person, okay, and they are in the capacity to write for you. For example, now let me list some of the people that cannot write for you. So
It's kind of
if you work um if you work in a non-academic settings, for example, say um you work with Apasoft technology
I'm already done.
and your degree is PhD, you want to apply for PhD in microbiology. Apasoft CEO cannot write a recommendation letter for you. It's not academic. Okay, so it's your advisor, the dean of your faculty. If you can get the vice chancellor of your university to write recommendation letter for you, go ahead. It's relevant. Okay, so anybody that can comment, because the VC know that you are in good standing in the university. You are not rusticated. You have maintained good behavior throughout the course of your study. Okay, so he is qualified, or she is qualified to write about you. You are a student under his jurisdiction. Okay, so just think about what is possible. Don't limit yourself to, it has to be somebody that supervised my undergrad project. Just like I have mentioned, anybody that taught you a particular course, your level advisor, approach them, create that rapport, create that relationship, so that they will be willing to write for you, because you will reach out to some or many professors and you will get nothing, because they don't just feel like they can recommend you. Okay, they don't feel like you have built that connection with them to that extent. Do you get my point now? And your
Thank you,
second
sir.
question, I already forgot now. What is the second question? Can you
This first
remind me?
question, is there any recommendation, like any
Whether I can recommend any scholarships?
this thing
Uh, yeah. So
that we can
right
actually
now,
apply for the scholarship?
unfortunately, applicants from the US, applicants from Nigeria that want to get into the US now has some barrier because of what is going on. But I will strongly recommend Canada. Any school in Canada, just go to what is the name of this school again? I got into Queen's University. So go to University and just search your Department of Economics. Go there and look for the graduate college. Look at the requirements to get in. Oh, your bachelor's degree, your transcript, letter of recommendation. They will list all these things. Every department has the entry requirements. So search for that, prepare those documents, submit, apply. So, but I need to also mention that the application process to Canada is a little bit different from the US, because in Canada you first need to send email to professor. So professor that you feel like you want to work with. So you go to your department. There will always be list of faculties. So you look at those list of faculties. They will list their area of research, what they do, the one that you feel like, oh, this person fits my interest. Then you reach out to the person, to that professor, get the email, write your email. Okay? Always put subject in your email. Okay? Request that you want to apply, you are interested in his area, you have read his paper or a paper, and you believe that you are a good fit for his lab or a lab, and then you will get a reply that, yeah, go ahead and apply. So once you have a professor intending to take you, then you go ahead and apply. So Canada, once you get an advisor that wants you in his or her group, application is just formality, you get in. So what is difficult is advisor wanting to accept you. But the United States, you don't even have to reach out to professors before applying. After you apply, you can reach out to professors. Okay, so I will recommend Canada. Go to there are several universities you can go to. I just mentioned one, Queen's University. Go to your department. Go to under the department website. Look for the requirements. Look for the professors. Look for the area of research. The one that fits you. I feel like you want to proceed in. Send that email. And in your email, make sure you attach your transcripts, your certificates. I mean, you're selling yourself, right? So you have to put in every relevant document that you feel like this person will like, oh, this guy is a good fit. Okay, so you attach all those things and then wait for response. Once you get the go ahead, apply, then you go in, apply, and you get in. Okay? So
Yeah, thank you,
window,
sir. Please,
window
for some of us
open
that have finished
in
3
September,
years before now.
October,
Uh,
November, December 15. Most
Hello, sir. Please, for some of us that have finished 2, 3 years before now, is there anything? Do we still have the best chances
looks like
to?
you guys lost me. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
What was your question?
Yeah. So just apply, apply,
I
apply to
asked the question, sir.
Erasmus Mundus scholarships. I can recommend that. where I did my master's degree too, is a very good school. Chulalongkorn University is in Thailand. Apply. They have international program where it is taught in English. So
Sorry, you
spread your
said,
tentacles.
sorry, sir,
Apply
sorry.
anywhere.
You said
What?
Erasmus, right?
Student?
Say it again.
Hello? I thought you said Erasmus, so I did not hear the pronunciation very well.
Yeah, Erasmus Mundus Scholarship.
Or you can help us
Erasmus.
type in the chat box, Mr.
Erasmus Mundus Scholarship.
Help us type it in the chat box so that they can pick it from there.
You say most of the birds, they register in March and April.
Yes,
So
sir.
they're the whole summer to.
Please check the chat box. Erasmus.
Hello, sir. Please, for some of us that have finished 2-3 years before now, do we still have high chances of applying and being given
Mr.
admission?
Abdugani, can you be Mr. Abdugani, what was your
So
question?
if you graduated 2-3 years ago, yes, you stand a chance to apply. It doesn't really matter. You just need to put in your personal statement or research your statement of purpose, what you were doing during those period. Oh, I was doing research in in the department of something. Just tell them what you are doing that is relevant to your application for those period. So you just need to bridge that gap so they don't feel like, oh, this guy will probably not be interested in academic anymore. Let them know that you are still interested, you are still doing academic related activities, okay, for those period. That is the essence of your personal statement, right? So just link all the years with your academic purpose, that you still have that pursuit. You are still in line in academic line. Just bridge that gap, okay? It's fine. You will get in.
All right, Mr. Ahmed Akani, thank you so much for this wonderful presentation for the topic, leveraging technology to secure international scholarship and a grant. Thank you so much. Please, everybody, have you follow us on our social media, the Facebook, the LinkedIn, the Twitter, the Instagram, and also WhatsApp channel. Thank you as you do that. If you are convenient to open your camera so that we can do the last screenshot, if you are convenient for that, can you please open your camera? Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate for this wonderful. Okay, you are still opening your camera. Okay. Mr. Bamidele, Levin Wachuku. Okay. Okay, Mr. Sharif. Okay. I will take it once again so that it can capture our faces. Thank you for your time. And thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed Akani. This is the power of internet and technology. We haven't been seen for a once, but I've always been following him on social media. Thank you so much. Everyone, thank you. Do you have any closing remark? Key takeaway? What are the key takeaways? If you have key takeaway, you can unmute yourself. Let's say your key takeaway.
Yeah, the key takeaway is just apply anytime you come around one.
Just apply.
Anytime you come across one.
Thank you. Anytime you come across any opportunity, just apply. Yeah, Mr. Musa.
So my own key takeaway is that you have to have good relationship with your lecturers, your level advisors and everyone. And you also have to have a good academic background. You have to try as much as possible to have good academic records.
All
So that's my
right, thank you. Good relationship with your supervisors, lecturers, and your superior. Do you have any other key takeaway from Mr. Bamidele or Mr. Adewale or Mr. Levy, Mwachi, Mrs. Said, Miriam? Do we have any key takeaway?
Well, my own key takeaway is that have a good writing skills to defend yourself in the application processes.
All right. Improve your writing skills so that you can be able to defend yourself. Thank you, Mr. Bamidele Ajijola. Do you have any other key takeaway? I believe we all are followers on our WhatsApp channel for you to see the latest update when we are having the next program. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.